This is Tin Caps Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Tin Caps on Deck, presented by Hoopy Insurance Services. Wednesday night baseball on tap here in Dow Diamond in Midland, Michigan. Andy Ockham here in the third base dugout, joined by our pregame guest here this evening, Kannon Kemp, right-hander for your Tin Caps. Kannon, 4 2/3 innings yesterday out of the bullpen, collecting your first high A win. Just for you, coming back, working your way off the injured list, how are you feeling overall? And as you have time to reflect on last night's outing, what felt right for you?
Yeah, I feel great. Body feels great. My arm's in a really good spot coming off last night. It was the most pitches I'd thrown all year, longest outing by, I think, 2 whole innings. So it was good to go out there and eat some innings. It helps when you have a 5-run lead going into it also. And, yeah, I feel like I'm in a good spot.
What can you say about just the process for you? We'll talk about AZ, but just right here, right now, as you've continued to ramp up your major high A debut at LMCU Ballpark a few weeks ago against West Michigan, how are you feeling as you're continuing to ramp up? Obviously, as you mentioned, 4 2/3, your longest appearance here this year.
I feel great. Yeah, just building up my pitch count, just relearning how to, pitch to hitters. You take time off. You can not really forget to, but, you can't ever simulate a game without being in a game. So it's good to get in a game and face some good hitters and eat some innings for the team.
We talked right before we hit the record button 3.5 months ago on opening weekend. You were placed on the IL when we were here at Dow Diamond. You get your first high A win here in this ballpark 3.5 months later. Kind of a full circle moment. What was that feeling for you?
It's awesome. It was a rocky road, started the year with an injury. Very unfortunate, but we were here, and like we were saying, it was 32 degrees on opening pitch, so it wasn't ideal weather for baseball, but now it's beautiful weather and we're back here, and hopefully we can keep it going this week.
We had said that you missed the cold months here at the end of spring in the Midwest throughout your injury and down in your rehab assignment with the ACL. Being down in AZ for that extended period of time, what did you take away from that rehab process? What did you learn about yourself?
I think just dialing in routines. I've dealt with 2 injuries now, and I don't wish injuries upon anyone, especially myself. And I honestly think injuries are kind of a blessing in disguise. You get down there, you're upset, but then you also, the competitor in you wants to get back to work and get things figured out and fixed. So you learn a lot about your routines and who you are, physically.
What was a big part of that process down in Arizona that made the comeback easier for you?
I would say the staff there in Arizona, they're a great physical therapy staff. They do a really good job helping all players out.
Big part of your performance last night, you went to that changeup a lot. The most we've seen that changeup this season, obviously, with it being your longest appearance. What's the key to that pitch?
Yeah, it felt good last night. I think just being able to throw it over the plate. When it's over the plate, it has good action. And then that's kind of been my thought process going into the season back 3.5 months ago, was to throw more changeups, since it is one of my better offerings, and just working it more to both sides, righties and lefties. But it did feel good last night.
Talk me through your arsenal, that upper 90s fastball, the slider to go alongside it, kind of that 1-2 punch. How crucial then does that changeup turn into play in terms of the development and making that your third pitch?
Yes, the arsenal, you got the 4-seam, starting to mix in a couple more 2-seam/sinkers, and then the little slider, and then the changeup. But I think just having a changeup that you can throw in the zone or over the plate late in counts, it just sets everything up. It makes your fastball play up, and then I'm not always having to go to the slider. I have another off-speed pitch I can go to.
You worked right after a guy yesterday making his minor league rehab assignment here in Miguel Mendez. He was fantastic here last year, a 1.32 ERA in 12 starts. Kind of a similar arsenal to you, that fastball slider. We're starting to see him mixing that changeup. What's it like having him around here this week?
Yeah, he's electric on the mound. Whenever we found out he was coming yesterday morning, you just kind of get a smile on your face because you get to see a guy throw gas, and it's a competitive guy out there, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
On top of that, Luis Gutierrez, another former Tin Cap, making a minor league rehab assignment tonight. He'll be followed by Winier Churio. What do you expect from those guys as this team continues to keep the good times rolling?
Yeah, it's good to have 2 rehab pitchers that are both AA pitchers down here helping us out, and they're both really good pitchers, so it's a lot of fun to watch as a pitcher myself. But I think you're going to get guys that fill up the zone, and they throw really hard. I heard Gutierrez has been throwing hard and throwing a lot of strikes, so it'll be fun to watch tonight.
Andy Yockum here with Kannon Kemp prior to first pitch on this Wednesday night. One last question for you. 4 wins in a row for this group, finishing out that series last week against Lake County with 3 big victories. What are the vibes like in the clubhouse right now? How much fun has this been?
They're at an all-time high. I've missed most of the season, which I wasn't here through the ups and downs, but I can definitely tell you we're at a high right now, so hopefully we can just kind of ride it. And the offense has been amazing recently. We hit 2 homers last night, so hopefully we can keep that going and pitchers can keep throwing strikes and maybe win all of them this week. So we'll see.
Can't appreciate the time, man.
Awesome. Appreciate you.
Lineups of first pitch coming up next right here on the Tin Caps Radio Network.
Podcasts by Federated Media.